Hello everyone, my name is Gwen. Welcome to Chocolate Time, Recipes and Inspirations. I have such an easy, wonderful, delicious recipe for you that you will be proud to put on your table. It is easy chocolate eclairs. So, I also have a very sweet story that's an inspiration to me. His name is Cristiano Ronaldo, who is a soccer player, a renowned soccer player. They were asking him for shoes and a shirt to auction off, and he wanted to know why. And they said they were trying to raise money for a baby that really needed an operation. And what he said is, let me pay for the operation, which I think is wonderful. He really wanted to do something to make a difference, to make somebody feel good. And I'm sure he felt good. Now you might say, well, he's got lots of money, but he sees the opportunity to make another person's life better. And believe it or not, just when we smile at somebody else, we are making their life better. So there's so many ways in which we can make people's lives better, but don't miss an opportunity. Smile at people. The ingredients for this recipe call for, you can use frozen whipped topping if you want. I am using whipped cream. We need sugar for the whipped cream, 1 instant pudding vanilla mix, and the 4 serving packet. We need a 1.5 cups of milk for the pudding, my mixing bowl, an 8x8 pan for the cake, and we're using graham crackers. They're going to be layered 3 times for this cake. The frosting is a silky, beautiful mixture made from 1/3 cup of whipped cream and 2/3 cup of chocolate chips. So, okay, how do we make it? The first thing we are going to do is we're going to make the whipped cream. We need 1.5 cups. Now, if we were using the frozen whipped topping, we would measure out 1.5 cups and put it in here. However, I'm going to make up the whipped cream, and in order to get 1.5 cups of whipped cream, I need 3/4 cup liquid form. There we go. And it's all preference. 3 tablespoons is great for me for sugar level. Some people might want 2, some people might want 4, but I use 3 tablespoons. And we're just going to beat it up. So whipped cream can vary in the length. It generally takes 2 to 3 minutes, but you'll know it's ready because there'll be stiff peaks. So we know this is ready. The next thing we want to have ready is a pudding. So I always put liquid in first, 1.5 cups of milk. And the reason that I use 1.5 cups of milk for our dessert, it has to be a little thicker. So the directions I use are different than the directions on the box. For the pudding, it only takes 2 minutes at low speed. The next part of this recipe is we are going to make the icing, and I've told you it's so easy. Look at this. Pudding, whipped cream, crackers, how easy is that? And chocolate eclairs, ever since I was a kid, is one of my favorite treats. And when you'd bite into them, they'd be all over. This is nicer, you can cut it up, but it still tastes as great. So I have 2/3 cup of chocolate chips, 1/3 cup of cream. I'm pouring the cream into the chocolate chips, and I'm going to put it in the microwave for 40 seconds. So after 40 seconds, this is what it looks like, and we are going to stir it, and it's almost like magic the way it becomes a frosting. It's such a nice frosting. It's silky, it's smooth, and it pours really easy. Your whole family or your friends, they'll really enjoy this. So it thickens as you stir. We're making it now so it can cool off before we add it to our cake. Oh, I'm going to show you what it looks like now. See that beautiful chocolate frosting? Okay, putting that aside. Now, as I say, we need these crackers for the bottom, and this is an 8x8 pan. You can use a 9x9, 8x8. I have put on the bottom of this pan 1, 2, 3, 4.5 of these crackers. The next thing that I am going to do is put the whipped cream and the pudding together. So we have, it's almost like a custard. It's so good. And it tastes like the custard that you find in chocolate eclairs. Okay, I've mixed that all up. And now I am going to put half of this, half into the pan. Okay, and we'll spread it around over the crackers. The thing about this recipe is the crackers absorb the cream and the pudding, and they turn into this chocolate eclair, cakey substance that is really, really good. Okay, another layer, 4.5. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. Now, as I say, this is really tasty, and I love giving you quick and easy recipes because you get to enjoy your family and friends. And if a recipe is really delicious, it doesn't have to be difficult. Next layer is going on. So that's 2 layers so far. Okay, now 3rd layer right on top. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. And you guessed it, the chocolate is going to go on top of this all, and it'll seal it in, and it'll make just a beautiful dessert. However, it's still a little warm, and I'm going to wait maybe 10 minutes or so until it's cool, and then I'll put it on top. I had this in the fridge, and now we are going to put the frosting on the cake, this beautiful frosting. It's coming out pretty thick, and it cools on beautifully. There we go. As I say, this is so easy. Okay, look at that. That is beautiful. The best part is I get to taste it. So you want to put this in the refrigerator for at least 4 hours or overnight, and then it is ready and delicious. Okay, I mentioned this is absolutely one of my favorite desserts, and people enjoy this so much. Being able to make a chocolate eclair dessert and serve it up in a very short time is great. That is absolutely wonderful with the vanilla pudding, the whipped cream, the graham crackers, the chocolate on top. It is magnificent. I really enjoy sharing these recipes with you. Thank you for joining me at Chocolate Time. See you next week. And here's to you.